YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. My voice is struggling a little bit because I'm still getting over my sickness. I'm trying to get back into my UK reactions. I really miss doing them, even though they take a lot out of me because of how lyrically dense a lot of the artists I've been reacting to are. But that's even more reason for me to do it, right? So we're gonna check this out. This is Wretch 3-2, definitely one of my favorites. And then this is a song that came out 10 days ago, so I'm curious to see what this is. It's called Black and British, and it's got a couple features here. It's got Lil Simz, who I have heard a lot about, but have yet to get into. So I'm excited to hear, I believe, her for the first time. And we have Benjamin AD, who I have not heard before. So very excited to see what we got here. Anything else for me to say? No, I do have the lyrics pulled up here just in case, because sometimes, you know what your artists are like. Yeah. Got a camera, is that some paint stuff? Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be cool. They're gonna zoom into the painting and it's gonna go to the scene.
In all honesty, all we got is love. We can only pay you in visits. Family orientated, I'll never stray from my siblings. Heard some.
Bro, I'm pausing it already. All we have is love. We can only pay you in visits. Like, we had no money. We just had love. So the best way that we could pay each other or whatever, like, I'll pay you a visit, but like literally that's all we had was like giving you our company and our love and our time. That's sick already. Okay, let's go.
We can only pay you in visits. Family orientated, I'll never stray from my siblings. Heard some war stories when uncle came from the prison. He was good at making money but bad at making decisions. Mummy's got a hand in a partner to make a shilling. She'll have to put her arm and a leg in to make a difference. Daddy's out chasing the women, breeding the village, breaking all kind of records to place the blame on the Guinness. When my mother asked, it was never.
Breaking all kinds of records, place the blame on the Guinness. He's saying it's because of the alcohol, the drinking problems, but literally Guinness Book of World Records. He's out chasing women, breeding the village. Good Lord. All right, so daddy got around, I guess, is what we're getting here. And mommy was a hard worker, very hard worker, arm and a leg in to make a difference. Yeah.
Never up for discussion. Some lessons learned have different Guinness. When my mother asked, it was never up for discussion. Some lessons learned have different meanings for others. Black History Month, where they taught me that I was nothing, in the school of hard knocks where I had to fight for my cousin. Roll up your sleeves, work twice as hard just to please. Don't beg nobody for yeet and never chat to police. And on Black Boy Lane, I was caught on my own. He told me go back to my country, I thought I was home. Guess I was wrong.
Yo, this is the type of stuff. I also just got a notification like 20 minutes ago that Trump has won the election in the United States. Now, look, political views and differences aside, one of the biggest issues I have, policies are policies. If you like the tax policies, you like the immigration policies, you like all those things, that's totally fine. That's policy talk. I just don't like the open, blatant, racist rhetoric that kind of just spews out and has become normal nowadays. So something like this is super powerful. I mean, just pointing out a couple of lines here. Some lessons learned have different meanings for others. Yeah, this is all about life experience and perspective. It can completely color the lessons and interpretations into completely different things. And then he says here, Black History Month, where they taught me that I was nothing. Yeah, you got to remember that maybe it's well-intentioned. That can be questioned. Sorry, guys. But from which perspective are we learning those lessons and those histories, right? Like that's a big part of the problem. And this last line is just gut-wrenching, because I'm sure a lot of people feel this way. He told me to go home to my country, and then he says, I thought I was home. I guess I was wrong. So yeah, like that's heartbreaking. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry about that, guys. Just had a pharmacy delivery arrive, so I'm just messaging him to come to the door and someone will grab it. Let's continue. Okay, let's continue. This is very potent, so there's a lot of stuff for me to talk about. If that messes up your reaction vibe, I apologize, but that's just kind of my style.
When he told me go back to my country, I thought I was home. Guess I was wrong.
Crazy.
Really, I just wanna spread love. Know it's been a minute, still think about us. Always on our wave, cause it gets me through. Ooh. Really, I'm just trying to stay up. Yeah. Really, I just wanna spread love. Know it's been a minute, still think about us. Always on our wave, cause it gets me through. Ooh.
When all is said and done.
So I'm assuming that's Benjamin AD. I like his style. It sounds good. It fits well with the song.
Cause it gets me through. Ooh.
When all is said and done, I want the baddest bitches. I just really wanna move my address. In it, want my 40 acres with my palace. In it, they don't care about you when you black and British. Course I got a knife, you don't cut me no slack. Wanna touch the dreads, you don't know me like that. Now you colorblind, you don't notice I'm black. So we stay trapping, come my homie mind trap. Granny came here to build a future.
Yeah, so that was an interesting couple lines there. You know, we're having mention of the 40 acres. You know, of course I got a knife because you don't cut me no slack. Yeah, I think that's very true. I think there's different standards for what people can get away with. And there's different language used to describe people's actions depending on the color of their skin. This is 100% true. And interesting down here, now you're colorblind, you don't notice I'm black. I've heard that said a lot when people say, I don't see color, but I think there's too much shared history of pain and strife and oppression to take that approach. Because maybe in a completely like everything is equal and level world, that could work. But when we know that there's a history of disparity and there is a current situation of disparity, despite the illusion or delusion, you could even say, of there not being, you know, disparity between races. So I think that's a very interesting line to mention there too.
So we stayed trapping, come our homie mind trap. Granny came here to build a future based on pure hope, but the road ain't paved with gold, it was paved with go home. Imagine being a doctor and they've doctored your role. You've got the qualification, they ain't offering no. You came here to seek employment and come here to clean the toilets. Money you have to make, now we're running, we're seeing Boyd and my cousin as well. Even my auntie's on bail. Fuck you, my uncle from hell. That's cause you keep touching all the family that's under your spell. Everyone just turns a blind.
Yo, first of all, that is a huge thing, not only in Britain, but in North America as well. People getting, very advanced, higher education in the countries they come from, but that not being accepted or respected in the new country that they move to. And you have people who are educated to be doctors or whatever really respected thing it could be, and they have to get like menial labor jobs. There's nothing wrong with menial labor jobs, but in terms of like their qualifications and what they're capable of doing, they don't get that respect because they're from another country.
My uncle from hell, that's good.
And this line about his uncle, that's crazy.
You keep touching all the family that's under your spell. Everyone just turns a blind eye when they know you need help. That's black and British when you come from a suffering world. Stop saying that's how he is. If that's the case, he shouldn't be sharing beds with a kid. You put our feels to the side, bills to the side, out sight, out of mind. Is my dad still alive? Stepdad arrives. Devil in disguise, Tina. Wanna ask your partner how it feels to be IQ put on a brave face. It's the bravest I've ever seen.
How it feels to be That's a bar. That's a
wanna
bar.
ask your partner how it feels to be IQ.
That's also very depressing.
Put on a brave face, it's the bravest I've ever seen. Got a jester for a king and you still a queen. Lying when they ask when I'm crying, I kept it in. Now I'm grown, it's Game of Thrones. If I catch him, it's guillotine.
Ooh. Come on, man. He is killing this. Definitely my favorite line here. Got a jester for a king and you're still a queen. Respect.
I swear I'd never make my mother cry. She taught me how to make a bed out of a bunch of lies, and how a man's supposed to wear his tie. I was 12 when the world let you down a dozen times. When you say black and British, what is it that comes to mind? How do you progress in life when you're stuck behind? I had an attitude with my teachers in school, but
How do you progress in life when you're stuck behind? So if you're literally stuck behind something, it's very hard to get in front of it because you're stuck behind it.
how do you progress in life when you're stuck behind? I had an attitude with my teachers in school, but as soon as I got home, I knew that tone could never fly. Raising a teenage girl, no help, no channel of support, no fairy, no tales. Barely could afford, no wishing, no wells, no hands was a veil with the hands we was dealt.
Yo, she's smooth. Again, this is my first time hearing her. Yeah, this is smooth. Very, very smooth.
No wells, no hands.
This wordplay at the end, no wishing, no wells. Like literally, you make wishes. You know, at a well, you could throw something in and make a wish. But like wishing people well. Very clever wordplay here.
Was a veil with the hands we was dealt.
Really, I just wanna spread love. Know it's been a minute, still think about us. Always on our wave, cause it gets me through. Ooh. Really, I'm just trying to stay up. Yeah. Really, I just wanna spread love. Know it's been a minute, still think about us. Always on our wave, cause it gets me through. Ooh.
When all is said and done, know what the bad is. Bitches, I just really wanna move my address. In it, want my 40 acres with my palace. In it, they don't care about you when you black and British. Course I got a knife, you don't cut me no slack. Wanna touch the dreads, you don't know me like that. Now you colorblind, you don't notice I'm black. So we stay trapping, come on homie, mind trap.
Use an expression about fighting fire with fire. We're a loser by doing that.
I know. It's like what is going on in South Africa. But for me, I know there is a day, and that day is not far, that I must die. And if I die today, I'm just dead. Because as long as I know I die, to let someone else live.
Hey man, I like that. That was very, very good. And I think, you know, the way that the world has kind of unfolded over the last, I'd say like 10 years, probably. I think there was a lot of harsh realities being faced in terms of like realizing that maybe we had not, as a global society, we had not progressed quite as much as we were led to believe. And that's a very difficult thing, you know, as a person of color to understand. And you know, there's a lot of stuff going on right now that continues to show that there is a double standard, like for white people and for not white people, unfortunately. And this is just the reality of the world that we live in. And hopefully, you know, it can change. It is better than obviously decades and you know, centuries ago. But I think just at a time where there's this whole concept and these movements of being woke and aware, it's very disappointing to realize how far back we still are. So yeah, anyways, very powerful stuff. I really enjoyed that. If you guys are still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.